Hi, my name is Mark Mitford. Today's Friday, so it's time for Mark's Friday 3 and 3, where I share three great HR tips with you in 3 minutes. So, with that, let's go and get started. We've been talking recently about performance management. That's actually my new ebook, which is on our website under HR resources. Go check it out because here's a couple of snippets from it, but it really is a good and very comprehensive body of work. So, check out the ebook under HR resources. The key thing we wanted to focus on today is going to be around the some of the benefits of performance management. Really clarifies performance expectations, including creates a level of accountability. Because if an employee understands clearly what are their expectations, then that automatically creates a level of accountability for the employee. Because doing this job for over 3 decades, I know that sometimes people didn't will say, "Oh, I didn't know that was part of my job." But if you do that up front and make sure you clarify the performance expectations, that person, there's no level of ambiguity there. So making sure you do that to create a level of accountability is critical for your employee. The next thing it does is emphasizes constructive feedback. And constructive feedback is great during the review. That's okay. When I was in a corporate environment for over 20 years, did I receive constructive feedback? Absolutely. It just shows that's an area where I could improve and get better at. So making sure you focus on constructive feedback, and if there's a lot of constructive feedback, especially if there's not an improvement, that could actually lead to formal disciplinary process, or and if it goes from coaching to disciplinary action, it could unfortunately lead to termination, but that's also part of the performance management process itself. Ideally, the coaching will work to improve performance, but if it doesn't, you go to formal disciplinary action, and then that could lead to termination of that employee if they're not a good fit. The last thing we wanted to focus on here today is around facilitating employee growth and development. The key thing is employees want to know how to get better. At least 99% of employees want to understand, where can I improve to continue to add value to the organization. That could also lead to a development opportunity, a promotion, and probably a large salary increase for that employee. The other critical thing it does too is it focuses on getting people to row in the same direction of the boat. If people aren't rowing in the same direction, if you have even 50 people or 100 people in your organization and they are rowing different directions, you will actually end up going in circles, or you'll zigzag all over the place. That's not efficient, and that's not going to actually optimize performance for the organization. So, those are our three tips for today. Appreciate you listening. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk soon. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye bye.